Anthony Davis, with a full head of steam, gets very ambitious trying to dunk on Jokic. Ramona, if he's attempting this, his body has to be feeling okay?
Yeah, it was the beginning of the game. He was trying to, make an impression and set the tone. I like the ambition.
I think he was just trying to see what he could do, Rachel and Ramona. He was testing the waters, trying to see where his athleticism was at.
You've done that before, right, Perk? You've jumped like that?
I wish.
Perk can probably still just reach, though.
That's true.
Can't do that if you're us. All right, aim. Blazers Hawks. Trae Young firing a pass to Bogdanovic and hits him right in the head. Perk, what happens when this happens?
All you can do is laugh it off. But I'm just trying to see what Bogdanovic is too big. What's up? I don't get it. What?
He was standing when he threw the pass. He was standing. We need to check to see if there's a wet spot on the floor.
This guy got involved. I know.
Pretty good accuracy, though.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that again if you tried.
No, you could not. Especially it was a moving target, too, which, really, the angle, it's very impressive. All right, make reminders. Derrick Rose, huge down the stretch last night. Look at this move on Dylan Brooks.
Ooh.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. You thought I lost my handle? I didn't. I'm Derrick Rose. He also got Brooks last month with this nasty spin move. So, Perk, I think Rose likes the matchup, although he likes pretty much every matchup in New York this season, right?
Absolutely. And you know what, Rachel? I want to say I apologize because when Derrick Rose went to the New York Knicks, when he was traded there, I said, why would he go there and not a contender? Let me apologize to Derrick Rose and the New York Knicks because he's been doing a hell of a job off the bench for them.
Well, you know what people always also said is, he's going to cut into Emmanuel Quickly's time and development. You know what? It's working out just fine. Last 8 games, he's averaging 19.5 points, shooting almost 60% from the field, 50% from three. He's been great.
His impact has been incredible. And, we want to run it back to some of his all-time best moves because it's Derrick Rose. We got plenty. 2016, Mike Conley with the quick cross. Sorry, Mike. There you go. I'll just go this way. Thank you. Number 4, also in 2016, put Zach LaVine on some roller skates.
Oh, my goodness.
That's that young D Rose right there. Come here, young fella.
Oh, with the face mask and everything. That means
I gotta appreciate Zach at least stayed on his feet. So there's that. 2009. Rose getting fancy on the break versus the Raptors.
Ooh.
That is not easy to go behind the back at full speed like this.
I was going to say, it's the direction change at speed. Come on.
We don't talk about his handles enough, right? We talk about Kyrie Irving, but my God.
Well, that's a bar for to hold him up to. All right, 2010. Sorry, Tyreek Evans.
Look at that crossover.
Oh, man. And number 1, you want young Rose? How about rookie Rose? Watch how he puts Andre Miller on his bottom here.
Oh, don't do that to Andre. Come on. How old was he there?
He
was old
He
for a long
was closer
time.
to the floor, I know that.
Yeah. That's not nice.
Not nice of Derrick Rose. I didn't do it. He did it.
You dug up that highlight.
There you go. Look.
I was speechless.
If you look at
I was just enjoying the clips.
I'm telling you, if you look at some of the numbers, seriously, from when Derrick joined the team this season to now, the jumps in almost every category, the impact he has been able to have, it is just unquestioned. And when you say, I said, why wouldn't he want to go to a contender? The fact that he helped make them a team that is right smack in the middle of that bracket in the East, that is a credit to Derrick Rose. All right, here's what the Jump recommends for today. Ramona Shelburne, I know who she is. Her article on ESPN.com about how this crazy NBA regular season has been saved by one man, the Human Torch, Steph Curry. Take a listen here to what Draymond said about Steph last night.
Anytime you step on the floor with Steph Curry, there's an advantage there. Teams are terrified of him, and everywhere he runs on the floor, with or without the ball, teams are terrified. And, with that type of gravity, he pull a lot of weight, and even when he's not the one, I could be the one making the pass, but it's him creating for other guys, and that's very important. With the way he's playing, for another 41-point night, very tough to stop. And, as I said before, I wouldn't want to see a team with Steph Curry on there. We all know what he's capable of. a guy can take over a game and make it hard for any team in the NBA, on any given night.
Now, Ramona, you heard me earlier. I would argue that teams have been terrified by Steph for a long time. And last season, the dip was obviously just because of so many injuries and the whole team. But how has he managed to elevate his play this season? What did you find in your piece?
Well, look, I think the thing that's impressive about Steph this year is he's playing without the same kind of supporting cast. And he is not playing for championships anymore, right? Right now, they are 32-25 with him and 1-7 without him. Okay, without Steph Curry, they are basically a 10-72 team. That's what that translates to over the course of an 82-game season. And I thought the most fascinating thing in talking to him, like, you know the difference. You know what it's like to be playing meaningful games in June and deep into NBA Finals. How are you getting up for these games right now? When this game against Pelicans, this was for 10th place. This is for a spot in the play-in tournament. And he goes, I had 9 months to just recharge the battery. He was home like so many parents in this country, homeschooling Riley, right? His 7-year-old daughter now she's 8. He was a second grade teacher on Zoom. And I said, well, were you good at it? Did you have fun? And he goes, well, I enjoyed it, but I don't think I was very good. I was being compared to her friends that she normally hangs out with, so I guess I wasn't a good hang. I think he just had 9 months off to miss basketball and 9 months off to realize, you know what, you only get to do this for a certain amount of time in your career. And he has that joy and he has that infectiousness that really elevates everyone around him. And I think, especially this last year or so, we've all had to, be at home and we're kind of lonely, and the guys on the road this year, you don't have a lot of connection to people, but when you go to work with a guy like Steph Curry, it makes your day a little brighter. And I think that's what's really happened with the Warriors this year. I mean, just talking to Steve Kerr, it's just, I could feel him smiling through the phone.
Well, I actually think, I think Steph Curry actually believed he could lead this team to a championship. When I'm watching him play, I'm not going to downplay him anymore. Like, I'm not going to say anything negative about Steph Curry. Like, what is he playing for? Yes, he has great joy, but he's playing to win. I remember about 2 months back that he was getting on the guys on the sideline, like something that we never seen Steph Curry do, with a passion, like, about winning. And so he's coming out here to win games. Right now, this Golden State Warriors team is currently sitting in the 8th spot, and they got a chance to continue to climb. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, no, this boy right here is on a mission. He is on a mission, and he's trying to shock the world. So I'm not going to downplay and say that Steph Curry is not trying to win a title. I strongly believe, I don't know what's going on through his mind at all. I know he's out there trying to win games.
You know what's terrifying, Perk, Rachel? The idea of Steph Curry in a one-game play-in tournament that could send you home.
That is absolutely correct. Ramona, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Up next, Knicks coach Tom Thibodeau stops by live to talk about his playoff